It's just breakfast. Or is it? Dr. Kim, I don't eat much in the morning. Just a quick coffee. Maybe a little bread. That's fine, right? I hear this every week from seniors who truly care about their health. They walk into my clinic carrying test results that don't make sense. Blood pressure rising, despite a low-salt diet. Cholesterol climbing, even without fried food. Morning fatigue, brain fog, and lightheadedness, even though they're sleeping well. They're confused. I've quit alcohol, I go for walks. I don't eat junk. Why am I still declining? So I ask a simple question. Tell me what you eat for breakfast. That's when the truth comes out. Coffee loaded with condensed milk, white bread with margarine, skipping the meal entirely, or grabbing 2 slices of processed ham before heading out the door. They don't think it matters, because it's just breakfast. But here's what most seniors don't realize. Your breakfast isn't just your first meal, it's your body's first line of defense. And for people over 60, that first meal can either protect your heart, brain, and energy, or quietly break them down, day by day. Why this video matters right now. If you're over 60, your digestion is slower, your hormones are shifting, your muscle mass is declining, and your organs, your liver, kidneys, heart, are no longer as forgiving as they once were. What you eat in the morning matters more now than ever. The wrong habits, especially the food we're about to explore, don't just make you tired. They raise your blood pressure, accelerate memory loss, trigger blood sugar crashes, weaken your immune system. But the good news? You can reverse so much of this. What you'll discover in this video. In just a few minutes, I'll walk you through the 5 most dangerous breakfast habits that silently destroy senior health. What happens inside your body when you make these mistakes? And most importantly, what to eat instead to support longevity, clarity, and energy. This isn't about expensive superfoods, it's about knowing better and choosing better. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and listen closely, because these next few minutes may just change the way you approach every morning for the rest of your life. Ready? Let's begin with habit number 1, sweet milk coffee or tea in the morning, a hidden morning threat. Habit 1, sweetened milk coffee or tea in the morning, a familiar comfort, a silent threat. Doctor, it's just a cup of coffee in the morning. How harmful can it be? That's a line I hear, at least 3 times a week. An elderly patient, often a man or woman in their 60s or 70s, walks into my clinic holding a folder of blood test results. Blood sugar creeping up, liver enzymes slightly elevated, blood pressure inconsistent, heart rate fluctuating. They sit down with a puzzled look on their face. I don't eat junk food. I walk every morning. I don't drink or smoke. So why is my health declining? I gently ask, what do you have for breakfast? They smile fondly. Oh, something simple, just a coffee with condensed milk. Sometimes tea with milk and sugar. It warms me up and wakes me up. For many seniors, this is more than a drink. It's a tradition. A symbol of youth, memory, and morning routine. But that's exactly why it's so dangerous. Because it feels harmless, we never question it. But here's the truth. That beloved morning beverage may be silently harming your heart, liver, kidneys, and brain every single day. Why is sweetened coffee or tea so harmful for seniors? Let's break it down, ingredient by ingredient. 1. Coffee, a powerful stimulant. Coffee contains caffeine, which gives us alertness, but caffeine also stimulates the adrenal glands, temporarily raising blood pressure, increases stomach acid, leading to acid reflux or indigestion, elevates heart rate, sometimes causing palpitations, disrupts sleep, especially if consumed after 8 a.m. In younger people, the body metabolizes caffeine in 3 to 5 hours. But in adults over 60, the metabolism slows down dramatically, meaning caffeine can linger in the bloodstream for much longer. That lingering stimulation may cause restlessness, sleep disturbances, elevated blood pressure, increased nighttime urination. 2. Condensed milk. Sweet but toxic. Just 1 tablespoon of condensed milk contains 12 to 14 grams of sugar. A standard Vietnamese coffee has 2 to 3 tablespoons, totaling up to 30 to 40 grams, more than the WHO's daily sugar limit. The consequences? Sharp blood sugar spikes, increased risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, elevated triglycerides, bad fats, fatigue and irritability due to sugar crashes. Even worse, when consumed on an empty stomach, the liver and pancreas are overwhelmed first thing in the morning, causing metabolic stress that lasts all day. The worst combination: empty stomach plus sugary caffeine. Starting your day with a sugar-loaded beverage and no real food can lead to reactive hypoglycemia. Your body produces too much insulin too fast. Stomach inflammation. Increased cortisol, stress hormone. Dehydration. Caffeine is a diuretic. Many patients report lightheadedness, shaky hands, heart palpitations, brain fog, sudden naps mid-morning. And yet, they never suspect their morning drink is the cause. Case study: Mrs. Thao. Age 68. Mrs. Thao is a Vietnamese-American woman living in California. Smart, active, never smoked, never drank. One day, her routine blood work showed slightly high blood sugar, stage 1 fatty liver, mild hypertension. She was shocked. When I asked about her breakfast, she said, "I don't eat breakfast, just a coffee with sweetened milk." We made a small change. No more condensed milk, switched to warm green tea after breakfast. Her new breakfast: oatmeal plus chia seeds plus half an avocado. After just 6 weeks, her blood sugar stabilized. Her liver enzymes improved. She reported better sleep and more energy. Healthier alternatives to sweetened morning drinks. You don't have to give up coffee forever, but we need to change when and how you drink it. Replace with old habit: healthy alternative coffee with condensed milk. Black coffee, diluted, plus cinnamon or fresh ginger. Sweet milk tea, unsweetened green tea with apple or tangerine slices. Lemonade with sugar. Warm water, plus lemon juice, plus pinch of Himalayan salt. Coffee right after waking. Coffee after eating breakfast, 30 minutes later. Dr. Kim's morning detox tea recipe. Here's my favorite senior safe tea that thousands have used with great success. 1 cup warm water. Half teaspoon cinnamon powder. Half teaspoon organic apple cider vinegar. 1 thin slice of fresh ginger. Drink after breakfast. Benefits: stabilizes blood sugar, reduces inflammation, boosts liver detox, gently improves circulation. How to start changing: 1 step at a time. Don't try to change everything overnight. Instead, begin with 1 small shift. Reduce your condensed milk gradually. Dilute your coffee, add a small breakfast before drinking caffeine. Then, listen to your body. Are you sleeping better? Feeling more stable during the day? Less anxious, less tired? Your body always tells the truth if you listen. Dr. Kim's takeaway: the wrong morning cup can derail your whole day. It's not the coffee's fault. It's not the sugar's fault. It's how and when we use them, especially as we age. At 60 plus, your body changes. Your organs slow down. Your metabolism reacts differently. That means a cup of sugary coffee at 25 may be harmless, but the same cup at 65 may cause blood sugar spikes, palpitations, and fatigue. Be kind to your body. Treat your breakfast like medicine. Habit 2: eating only refined carbohydrates for breakfast. The silent trap of empty energy. Doctor, I eat a full breakfast every day: white rice, sticky rice, or a nice warm baguette. It sounds complete at first, but then I review the medical report of Mr. Than, a 72-year-old man sitting across from me. Fasting blood sugar rising, high triglycerides, early-stage anemia, and constant fatigue mid-morning. So I ask, do you eat anything with it, like eggs, fish, vegetables, or fruit? No, just plain rice or bread. Some mornings I just grab a baguette and drink water. It's quick. I sigh. because this seemingly harmless routine, eating only white carbs with no fiber or protein, is quietly damaging the health of millions of seniors, leading to fatigue, dizziness, high blood pressure, and increased risk of stroke. What are refined carbohydrates? Refined carbs are processed grains that have had most of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals removed. Examples include white rice, white bread, plain sticky rice, noodles, vermicelli, instant ramen, plain rice porridge. These foods digest quickly, causing rapid blood sugar spikes, but provide little lasting nutrition. What happens in the body when you eat only refined carbs in the morning? 1. Blood sugar spikes and crashes, known as the glucose roller coaster. You feel alert at first, then crash within 1-2 hours, leading to dizziness, shaky hands, drowsiness, poor focus, sugar cravings. 2. Pancreas overload. Your body rushes to release insulin to lower your blood sugar. Over time, this causes insulin resistance, prediabetes, and eventually type 2 diabetes. 3. Muscle breakdown. Without protein, your body lacks the building blocks for maintaining muscle. Seniors are already losing muscle with age. This diet accelerates the loss. 4. Cardiovascular strain. Excess carbs are converted to fat in the liver, raising triglyceride levels. This inflames your blood vessels and narrows arteries, raising the risk of heart attack and stroke. Mr. Bin's story. Age 74. Mr. Bin lives alone after his wife passed. He cooks simple meals. I usually make plain rice porridge and add soy sauce. It's easy on the stomach. But he often experienced sleepiness after breakfast, low blood pressure, mid-morning weakness in the legs when climbing stairs. We changed his routine. Oatmeal plus 1 boiled egg, plus a few banana slices, warm tea or water with ginger. After 4 weeks, he returned smiling. Doctor, I feel so much more awake now. I don't feel groggy, and I no longer crave sweets before lunch. Warning signs: you're eating the wrong breakfast. Feeling tired after breakfast. Getting hungry within 1-2 hours. Blood sugar swings throughout the day. Frequent urination. Gaining belly fat despite eating little. These are all signs of a poorly balanced breakfast, especially when it's just refined carbs. What should seniors eat for breakfast? A healthy breakfast should include fiber, stabilizes blood sugar. Protein, maintains muscle mass. Healthy fats, support heart and brain. Low sugar, low salt, minimal fried foods. Dr. Kim's 3 golden breakfast. Ideas: 1. Boiled egg plus slice of whole grain bread, plus half an avocado, plus warm tea. 2. Oatmeal cooked with nut milk, plus chia seeds, plus pumpkin seeds, plus banana slices. 3. Steamed sweet potato, plus plain yogurt, plus a few walnuts. Small steps to change. Transition. Gently. If you're used to white rice or porridge every morning, try mixing brown rice into your regular white rice, adding cooked mung beans to porridge, eating with boiled eggs, tofu, or steamed greens, simply reducing carbs and adding vegetables. Don't try to change everything overnight. Start small, stay consistent, and listen to your body. Dr. Kim's takeaway: it's not breakfast that makes you gain weight. It's the wrong kind of breakfast that makes you sick. Morning is when your body needs clean fuel to start the day. If you flood it with sugar and starch, you'll spend the rest of the day repairing the damage. At age 60 and beyond, your breakfast is not just a habit, it's medicine or poison, depending on what you choose. So, choose oatmeal instead of plain porridge. Add an egg instead of eating dry bread. Include vegetables in your breakfast tray because you deserve a body that's not just alive, but vibrant and joyful. Habit 3. Skipping breakfast. Entirely. A dangerous start for seniors. Doctor, I'm not hungry in the morning. I've skipped breakfast for years. It's never been a problem. I hear this more often than you'd think, from proud grandfathers who grew up during wartime, to widowed grandmothers who no longer feel like cooking just for themselves, to health-conscious seniors following internet trends about intermittent fasting. They believe they're doing the right thing. I save time. I feel lighter. Besides, I eat lunch and dinner. Isn't that enough? But here's what they don't realize. Skipping breakfast is one of the most dangerous habits for people over 60, and often, the damage doesn't show up until years later, in the form of high blood pressure, heart disease, or memory decline. Why breakfast is crucial for seniors, but not for everyone. Let me be clear, skipping breakfast may work for younger people with strong metabolism, but for seniors, it's like starting your car in the morning with no oil, no fuel, and expecting it to run smoothly all day. As we age, our bodies burn fewer calories at rest, break down muscle faster, lose blood sugar stability, process medications differently. That means breakfast becomes even more important to stabilize the day, physically, mentally, and hormonally. What happens when seniors skip breakfast? Let's walk through a typical morning for someone who skips breakfast. Wake up tired, maybe with joint stiffness. Take morning medications, often on an empty stomach. Blood sugar continues to fall. Cortisol, stress hormone, rises. You feel foggy, irritable, or weak. By 10 or 11 a.m., you overeat snacks or heavy lunch to catch up. Blood pressure may spike suddenly. Over time, these repeated cycles lead to 1. Muscle loss. With no morning fuel, your body starts to break down muscle tissue for energy. Sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, accelerates. 2. Blood sugar imbalance. Going too long without eating causes blood sugar dips, then spikes when you finally eat. This contributes to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, fatigue, brain fog. 3. High blood pressure and stroke risk studies show that skipping breakfast is linked to increased risk of hypertension, 21% higher risk of stroke, poorer heart rate variability, a sign of cardiovascular stress. 4. Cognitive decline. Your brain runs on glucose. Without a steady source in the morning, memory, focus, and reaction times suffer. Real story. Ms. Lan, 67. I thought I was doing everything right. Ms. Lan was a retired schoolteacher who prided herself on discipline. I don't eat breakfast. I just drink water and take my meds. I walk every morning. But she came in complaining of weakness during exercise, dizziness mid-morning, anxiety without explanation. Blood work showed slightly elevated cortisol, low B12 levels, mild anemia. We made one simple change. She added a small protein-rich breakfast, even just a boiled egg and banana. Within 3 weeks, her energy stabilized. No more panic-like episodes. She felt clear-headed and confident again. How to rebuild the breakfast habit. If you've skipped for years. Step 1. Start small. If you're not hungry in the morning, don't force a full meal. Try a warm cup of bone broth, half a banana, a spoonful of Greek yogurt. Step 2. Add protein first. Protein stabilizes blood sugar and supports muscle. Easy options include boiled egg, unsweetened soy milk, cottage cheese, nuts or seeds. Step 3. Make it routine. Eat within 1 hour of waking up. Even if it's light, consistency helps regulate your internal clock. Dr. Kim's Gentle Breakfast Plan for Seniors. If you've skipped breakfast for years, here's a light and balanced meal plan to try. Option contents. Soft start warm oatmeal with chia seeds and mashed banana protein. Kick 1 boiled egg plus half avocado plus a few almonds. Gentle energy, steamed sweet potato plus small glass of soy milk. Simple. Start 1 slice of whole grain toast plus peanut butter plus green tea. These meals are easy to digest. Provide slow-releasing energy, support liver, heart, and brain function. The truth behind intermittent fasting for seniors. Many seniors ask me, isn't skipping breakfast a form of intermittent fasting? Isn't that good? The answer, maybe, for younger adults or under medical supervision. But for seniors, especially those taking blood pressure or diabetes medications, skipping meals can be dangerous. Intermittent fasting without supervision can lead to low blood sugar episodes, medication side effects, nutrient deficiencies, falls, confusion, or even fainting. If you're interested in fasting, consult your doctor first and consider modified fasting with safe, low glycemic breakfast options. Dr. Kim's final word: a missed breakfast today can lead to a health crisis tomorrow. Breakfast is your body's first chance to say, "Yes, I'm ready for life today." Skipping it may feel convenient, but over time, it costs your energy, muscle, mood, and memory. You don't need a heavy meal, just something real, something nourishing, something consistent. Your body deserves better than an empty start. So tomorrow morning, instead of skipping breakfast, make it the most loving gift you give yourself all day. Habit 4. Eating processed meats for breakfast, a silent threat to the heart. Doctor, I just had a small sausage with my eggs. How bad could that be? It's a question I've heard hundreds of times, and the answer for seniors is always more serious than they think. A few slices of ham, a sausage link, a small piece of luncheon meat. For many older adults, processed meats are a convenient and familiar part of breakfast. They cook quickly, taste great, and pair easily with bread, rice, or eggs. But behind that crispy edge and savory flavor lies a serious risk, especially for anyone over 60. What are processed meats exactly? Processed meats are meats that have been cured smoked, preserved with nitrates or salt, or pre-cooked with additives. Examples include sausages, ham, bacon, hot dogs, Spam, or canned meat. Deli meats, like turkey or roast beef slices. Why are processed meats dangerous for seniors? 1. Loaded with sodium. One small sausage link can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium. A few slices of ham? Over 1,000 nans. That's nearly half the recommended daily limit. Before lunch. Excess sodium causes high blood pressure, water retention, increased strain on the heart and kidneys. 2. Preserved with nitrates and nitrites. These chemicals give processed meats their pink color and long shelf life. But in the body, they can form nitrosamines, compounds linked to colon cancer, stomach inflammation, cellular aging. For seniors with already weakened digestion, this is a dangerous cocktail. 3. High in saturated fats and additives. Processed meats are often made with low-quality animal fats, preservatives, artificial flavors. Over time, this contributes to elevated LDL cholesterol, artery hardening, atherosclerosis, higher risk of stroke or heart attack. The hidden pattern: why seniors keep choosing processed meats. It's understandable. They're easy to store, quick to prepare, and for many, a comfort food from childhood. Plus, some seniors have reduced appetite, so they reach for what tastes familiar and salty. But this habit, repeated every morning, becomes a daily assault on their cardiovascular system. Mr. George's story. Age 76, George was a widower who lived alone. "I eat simply," he told me. "Toast, scrambled eggs, and 2 sausages every morning." He didn't smoke, rarely drank, and walked 20 minutes a day. But during a routine exam, we found systolic blood pressure at 168, cholesterol over 230, signs of kidney stress. When I explained the impact of processed meat, he was shocked. "But I've been eating like this for decades." We adjusted his breakfast, swapped sausages for grilled tofu or mushrooms, added steamed spinach and a sprinkle of olive oil, reduced toast to whole grain, drank herbal tea instead of juice. 3 months later, his blood pressure dropped to 138. LDL cholesterol lowered. He felt more energized. What can seniors eat instead? If you're used to sausages, ham, or deli meat in the morning, try these swaps. Instead of, try this: sausages, grilled tofu slices or lentil patties, ham or bacon, roasted mushrooms with herbs, deli meat sandwich, whole grain toast with avocado and boiled egg. Spam and rice, steamed sweet potato, and plain yogurt. These alternatives, lower sodium, contain no nitrates, are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and heart-healthy fats. What about low sodium or organic versions? Even low sodium or organic processed meats still contain preservatives and saturated fat. They may be slightly better, but still not ideal, especially if eaten daily. Dr. Kim's rule of thumb: processed meat once a week is a treat. Every day, it becomes a threat. Simple breakfast recipes without processed meat. Here are 3 easy, senior-friendly options. 1. Veggie scramble bowl: eggs scrambled with spinach, tomato, and mushrooms, served with a slice of whole grain toast. 2. Sweet potato and chickpea. Hash, pan fry chopped sweet potato and chickpeas with turmeric. Add diced bell peppers and olive oil. 3. Avocado toast, deluxe, whole grain bread. Mashed avocado plus lemon juice, topped with boiled egg and pumpkin seeds. All 3 are rich in fiber and protein, low in sodium, gentle on the stomach, anti-inflammatory. Dr. Kim's final word: if it comes in a can, a package, or a wrapper, pause before you eat it. Processed meats may seem convenient, but for seniors, they're a shortcut to chronic illness. Your heart, kidneys, and brain work hard every day. The last thing they need is to battle preservatives, excess salt, and saturated fat before 9 a.m. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for the sausage or ham, choose something fresh. Choose something kind to your heart. Choose something that honors your body's age and wisdom. Because real health begins with real food, and breakfast is your first promise to treat your body with care. Habit 5. Eating too late in the morning. The metabolic mistake seniors must avoid. Doctor, I don't skip breakfast. I just eat it later, around 10 or 11. That's okay, right? It seems harmless. You wake up, take your meds, sip some tea, check your phone, water the plants. Then, somewhere between late morning chores and fatigue, you finally sit down to eat. But here's the truth. For people over 60, eating breakfast too late is almost as harmful as skipping it entirely. Because your body, after a full night of fasting, doesn't just need food, it needs it on time. Let me explain why delaying your first meal can quietly disrupt everything from your blood sugar to your blood pressure, and even how your brain performs throughout the day. Why timing matters more. After 60. When you're young, your metabolism is forgiving. You can go hours without eating and still function. But after 60, your body has slower digestion, declining muscle mass, fluctuating blood pressure, reduced insulin sensitivity. All of these systems rely on routine fuel, especially in the morning when hormones like cortisol and insulin are peaking. By delaying breakfast, you force your body to run on stress hormones, break down muscle for energy, store fat more easily. What happens when seniors eat too late? 1. Blood sugar instability. You wake up after 8 to 10 hours of fasting. Your blood sugar is low, your insulin is rising. By waiting until mid-morning, glucose levels become unstable. You feel jittery, anxious, or even lightheaded. Later meals are more likely to cause spikes. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance and fatty liver, even in people who aren't overweight. 2. Cortisol stays high. Your stress hormone, cortisol, is highest in the early morning. Eating breakfast helps bring it down. But if you delay eating, cortisol remains elevated longer, raising blood pressure, inflammation. Belly fat. 3. Muscle loss and fat gain. With no morning protein or fuel, the body starts burning muscle. Even light activity, like walking or cleaning, will pull energy from muscle tissue instead of food. Worse, late breakfasts often lead to bigger, heavier lunches, more fat storage, sluggish digestion. Mrs. Hannah's story, age 70. Mrs. Hannah was vibrant and active, but she had one habit. I don't feel hungry in the morning. I eat at 11 a.m., then again around 6 p.m. She wasn't overweight. She didn't snack. But her cholesterol was creeping up. Her energy dropped by 3 p.m. She complained of brain fog in the mornings. After reviewing her case, I asked her to try something simple. Within 30 minutes of waking, have half a boiled egg and warm water with lemon. Then eat a small full breakfast by 8:30 a.m. 2 weeks later, her energy returned. She even said, "Dr. Kim, I didn't realize food timing could make my brain feel younger. What's the ideal time for seniors to eat breakfast?" Within 1 hour of waking. For most people, that's between 6:30 and 8:30 a.m. This balances hormones, regulates digestion, stabilizes energy and mood, supports cognitive performance. Even if you're not hungry, start light. Your appetite will adjust. Gentle meal options for early mornings. If a full meal feels too heavy early, try light starter follow-up, 30 to 60 mins later. Half banana oatmeal with chia seeds. A few almonds, boiled egg plus toast. Yogurt, smoothie with spinach, banana, flax, bone broth. Scrambled egg with veggies. Common mistakes to avoid. Just coffee in the morning. Increases cortisol and acidity. Waiting until after errands or exercise to eat. Promotes muscle breakdown and fatigue. Eating a huge brunch as first meal. Slows digestion, spikes blood sugar, leads to crash later. Dr. Kim's rule: breakfast should match your body clock, not your convenience. Dr. Kim's final advice: it's not just what you eat, it's when you eat it. A late breakfast isn't just late, it's mistimed nourishment. For seniors, that can mean the difference between steady energy and daily struggle. So tomorrow when you wake up, don't wait until your stomach growls. Don't wait until you feel tired or dizzy. Don't wait until it's convenient. Instead, nourish your body when it's asking for it, early, gently, and lovingly. Because the right food, at the right time, can be the medicine your body has been waiting for. You've come a long way with me today. You've seen the truth behind 5 common breakfast habits that so many seniors fall into, often without even knowing they're doing harm. From sugary milk tea to empty bowls of white rice. From skipping breakfast to eating it far too late. From sausages that steal heart health to habits that drain your energy before noon. Each one might seem small, but when repeated day after day, year after year, they add up. To blood pressure that climbs quietly. To fatigue that becomes your new normal. To memory lapses, muscle loss, and the kind of aging we all fear, but don't have to accept. Let me tell you this clearly, from one human being to another. Breakfast is not just a meal. It's your first act of self-care each day. Not perfection, not some 12-ingredient smoothie, just a better choice than yesterday. That's what healing looks like. What you can do, starting tomorrow morning. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the changes, pause. Don't try to overhaul your routine overnight. Pick just one thing. Swap white rice for oats. Boil 1 egg instead of reaching for ham. Drink warm water with lemon before tea or coffee. Eat something, anything, within an hour of waking. And watch how your energy shifts, how your blood sugar stabilizes, how your mood lifts, how your memory becomes a little sharper, your walk a little stronger, because your body is always listening. It's waiting for you to nourish it. From Dr. Kim's heart to yours. I've cared for thousands of patients. I've sat beside families who wished they had changed earlier. And I've seen the incredible power of simple, consistent habits in turning a life around. So please, don't wait for a diagnosis to wake up. Let breakfast be your wake-up call, not just for food, but for yourself. If this message spoke to you, please like this video. It helps us reach more people like you. Share it with someone you love, a parent, a friend, a neighbor. And subscribe to Dr. Kim's Home Clinic for more trusted advice on how to age with strength, clarity, and peace. We're here to guide you, one choice at a time. Because growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser and feeding that wisdom every single morning. Until next time, stay well, stay nourished. And may your mornings be the beginning of lifelong health. Dr. Kim.